Bitch, I'm fly as a bird in the Montclair sky. Purple hood on my head, riding on a dirt bike. Almost crashed to a turnpike, then I turned right. Remember when I couldn't turn right, I had to learn right. That's a lesson learned. All these thoughts to get you burned right. Living that dog life, rap Sam in Adidas, but I earned stripes. Yeah, you damn right. In the airport, cutting the teeth. Travel the world, juice world, tripping out to the world, blow. Let your girl know I'm flying to the gun show. Getting in cannon from my cannon, hit a nigga with a drum roll.
Best believe that thing hits 12, 20 show transactions and 5 contracts and higher. That's when I like to revert to the tick chart because it's not based on time, it's just based on transactions. And obviously when price is going up really aggressively, there's more or less going to be a lot of transactions occurring, making that go up. So that's why the tick chart will come in handy, be able to catch those pullbacks there, because you can see here we have a lot more information than we do here. Gotcha. So and this is a 2 minute, so this even has more information than this does. So that goes to show, you know, being able to be dynamic with the bar periods on your chart can actually help you get some opportunity. But I definitely wouldn't just rely on that in normal market conditions. It's good to be aware of, it's good to look at, but for the most part, I would say focus on the time chart. If the time chart's too crazy, then you can flip to the tick chart and maybe try to extract some opportunities from the price action on there. Okay. It's always good to have on the chart though.
Looking to possibly short the NASDAQ. Kind of went up overnight. So if it keeps going parabolic up, we'll see. Might try to short that hope. Think.
I'll enter.
That's what we're waiting for, Jake.
207, 17, 19.
If you take a gander over here at this screen, around here, see we got a pretty nice level there. Around here. So that's around our zone of interest. So I'll play anything around this area to the downside if it gets there. But it's been really slow lately, so it's just been moving overnight. So luckily it's going up, and we're kind of getting a little extension now. But if you look over here, we're like on the daily. Zoom in there. That purple line, that's our EMA. So we're getting a little bit above it, which is good.
At 10:05. Could be worse. Monday, baby. It's almost like they teleported. This is their latency edge. When stocks are institutionally owned, know that you're trading with Goliath, right? You're David, you're trying to trade alongside Goliath. Maybe a couple battles you win, but in the end, you probably lose the war if you stay long enough. That's my mentality on some of these. Does that make sense to everyone? So I was basically nail and like hit and run the whole morning on it, and it ended up adding up well. I think these algos know too that, you know, if you try to be patient in this market, it's definitely not a market to be right, it's a market to just make money. If you try to, I was wrong the entire morning on so made close to 12 grand on it. I start to dabble on these institutionally owned stocks once they're up 400%. So this was just at 2. Once it got to 8 is when I was like, all right, I'm gonna just start to dabble this. And ideally it sets up tomorrow is the truth.
You know, what if there's like a lot of contracts, you know, in that one bar? That's what the volume bars show. They show the actual amount of contracts transacted in each bar. This just shows transactions. So this could be, you know, 10 contracts, or this could be bare minimum 1,500 contracts, it's the 1,500 tick chart, or it could be 150,000 contracts. Whereas with a volume chart, it's actually showing you, okay, like per bar, there's going to be X amount of contracts in there. We had it pulled up on Sierra. And that was one basically where I was saying look at the size of the bars, because if the bars are large and like over a large span of price, and that's basically saying that volume was significant. And then when they're small and choppy, it's basically just saying it's kind of just noise It's not really like a deciding factor. But if there's big volume bars, that's a sign of strong volume. Tick chart, the size of the bars don't really matter. It's more so looking at the price action when the time chart's not giving you any opportunity. So we see we pushed up higher here, so now we got to adjust. Let me circle back and look at our multi-hour chart. Do we have any obstacles?
Yeah, we're coming up into this resistance at 12,100. We also have the 62% there.
Yep, so that's something that you can expect to maybe see a reaction to the downside.
So you just never know, like that. So it was good to be out of that, because this would have been boring to be in this little area. So you see how I caught like that straight up move? This is where I started at. I started getting in. And then slow after 12 o'clock.
That's another lesson learned, right? I'ma be alright, don't fuck these thoughts to get you burned, right? Living that dog life, rap Sam and Adidas, but I earn stripes, yeah, you damn right. In the airport, cutting the TSA line, late for my flight, travel the world, whoa, juice world, yeah, tripping out to the world, blow, let your girl know, my closet a gun, show, 30 clips and drums, don't get Nick Cannon from my cannon, hit a nigga with a drum.
When we slap that fucking trigger, we do no one any good. We're gonna release slowly, and then we're gonna squeeze back slowly. Release slowly until you hear click. You hear click, you don't move any more forward. Austin, you're gone. Right. Good. 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 Another one. Another one. Good. There we go. Now we're dealing with recoil management and hitting accurate at speeds.
Love it.
This is how you build.
Get used to this trigger too.
I see that. No bone on bone, bone on muzzle. What you're gonna do, you're gonna come from a high ready or a low ready. I don't care if it's here or if it's here. I like to start here. What we're gonna do is come up, fire, down, in, and fire, okay? Shooting. Boom. What the fuck is the problem? First thing I'm gonna do, put it on safe if I can. I'm gonna turn the gun and assess. What can I see? That there's 2 rounds trying to fucking come in. So what am I gonna do? I'm gonna drop the mag. I'm gonna rack. I'm gonna put the mag back in and rack again. And now I'm back in action. Back in about 30%. Okay. So create a vice, you'll create less motion for you here.
Got it, okay.
We're really trying to control this thing.
Got it.
But I like that you're smooth and you're making sure you're flat, which is why it's doing that, which is
Got
fine. So keep that up, but when we start picking up speed, that's how you will.
That's how you fix that, basically.
Yup, I want you to give it one more go, Chris.
Okay. And then you're gonna throw a suppressor on that anyways, and that's gonna add more weight.
Exactly.
So when you do get it on there, you're gonna have to probably like get a new feel for it.
Yeah, for sure.
But you know,
More training.
more training.
I have no problem
More
with
training,
that.
more ammo to shoot,
It's
more
so
fun.
fun.
Yeah, like,
It's so fun.
let's get off my bones.
See what we got.
What do you guys doing?
Fuck these thoughts that get you burned. Living that dog life, rap Sam and Adidas, but I earn stripes, yeah, you damn right.
Very nice.
Line, late for my flight, travel the world, whoa, juice world, go down to the world, blow, let your girl know, my closet a gun, show, 30 clips and drums, get Nick Cannon from my cannon,
Happy? I was gonna say, am I happy? No, but even Angie just looked back and he's like, that's a hit. That's a fucking hit.